Hello students, we have seen how to find the inverse of a matrix using row operation, elementary row operations. The same question we are going to try using elementary column operations. Using elementary column operations, we can see that whenever you want to operate column operations, then you should write matrix A is equal to A into identity matrix. In row operations, you should write A is equal to I into A. But in column operations, you should write A into A. A is equal to A into I. Since it is 2 by 2 matrix, so identity matrix is also of order 2. Now, after having written all these, we have substituted matrix A as 1, 3, 2, 7, identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. Then gradually we are going to move through column operations. We can see that what is the procedure? We have to reduce this matrix to identity matrix. In order to reduce it, we have to see that whether the first row, first column element should be 0, is 0 or not, is 1 or not, not 0, it is 1 or not, because we have to match it with identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. Now since we are going through column operations, we will go in this direction 1, 0, 0, 1. So since it is 1, then already first task has been accomplished. Now this next task to be accomplished is 3. To make it 0, we have to make use of first column. So it can be easily done by this operation C2. You can just look at this operation. C2 changes to C2 minus 3 times C1. So 3 changes to 3 minus 3 times 1. 7 changes to 7 minus 3 times 2. So when 3 changes to 3 minus 3 times 1, you will get 0. And 7 changes to 7 minus 3 times 2, that is 7 minus 6. You will get 7 minus 6 as 1. So gradually we are moving towards the identity matrix. 1, 0. Here we have to make it 0. Then 1 is already got. In the same way, here also corresponding 0 minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. 1 minus 3 times 0 is 1. So after this, now next focus is to make this element as 0. So it can be easily done by the operation C1 changes to C1 minus 2 times C2. So I'm going to write this operation and then perform. C1 changes to C1 minus 2 times C2. So because of this, what is going to happen? Very soon we are going to write the new matrix equation. So now C1 is undergoing the change, but C2 is as it is. So C2 I am writing it as it is, equals to A times C1 is changing, but C2 is as it is. So C1 I have written as it is. Now C2 I have written as it is. Now C1 is changing, C1 minus 2 times C2. So I will say 1 minus 2 times 0 is 1. 2 minus 2 times 1 is 0. The main focus was 2 only. Just for the sake of revision, we have taken 1 in that case. 1 minus 2 times 0 is 1. 2 minus 2 times 1 is 0. So the main focus was to make 2 as 0. Hence this operation has taken place. Now next is 1 minus 2 times minus 3. So it is 1 minus 2 times minus 3. So it will be 1 plus how much? 1 plus 6, that is 7. It will be 7. Here 0 minus 2 times 1, that is minus 2. So we know that whenever product of two matrices yields identity matrix, then both the matrices are defined as invertible matrices, and this matrix, which is written in the form of rectangular matrix, is the inverse. It is a square matrix, inverse of matrix A. Hence after this we'll immediately write implies, and we'll write A inverse equals to 7 minus 3 minus 2 1. So this matches here also. Same question in two different ways we have solved using row operation. 7 7 3 minus 2 1 using row operations, row transformation, and here using column operations also we have obtained 7 minus 3 minus 2 1. So I hope you understood the basic difference. Now we will go for higher order matrices, that is a 3 by 3 matrix, and we will see, we'll discover different kinds of steps and what is the basic procedure, and after that we'll go for other types of problems.